Yeah, yo, man. So, like, like I've been wondering, bro. Like our kids these days, bro. I don't even know like from what age, but like young kids, bro. Like, what kind of games do they play nowadays, bro? I don't know. I'll be walking these streets, man. I'll be walking around, whatever the case is, or just in general. Even if I'm not walking around, just to observe and just to observe, right? Kids aren't be playing games no more, bro. Like, well, besides your casual Coco Melon uh, references that I keep on hearing, from parents, they even boasting about like my kid watches Coco Melon, your kid watches. I seen another video. She said, I don't know, Ratotsela or something to that effect, bro. And I was like, and even older kids than that, I'm just saying like those that might be even older to watch, too old to watch cartoons or that. Or what. Because, bro, and can't you think about it? Like even when we were growing up, yes, we had cartoons that we watched. I mean, we had your usuals, your DBZs, your Disney's cartoon cafes, your DPDP, Didi Matlachana. For your that person who kids don't watch that kind of thing. And if kids are or change the programming, right? If you know what's good for your child. But like where I'm coming from with this is like the games that we used to play, I think they play an important role in um, the kid's development, the child's development, how they think, how they view society, how they move, how they think, how they see themselves, how they interact with other people, how they see the world, how they grasp concepts, And when we were growing up, I think even these words that I just mentioned, or these things that I just mentioned, they were not. It wasn't something that we were doing conscious. We were just, doing our thing, going about our day, and finding something to do, interacting with our friends. You get, and trying to make friends as well. Because I don't even know how you make friends these days. Because with the advent of social media, and a lot of other social ills that I can't mention, or that I can mention, but that's on a different day, you know. But like, did you notice, bro? Um, take a thing like the ghetto. The ghetto, um, I see these cultural events or whatever the case is, they are being, um, what do you call this? They call them cultural, not indigenous games. That's how they label them. But anyway, so the ghetto, you'd I'd view it as maths. That's your first interaction with maths as a kid, right? You have a couple of stones there in a circle. You take them out, you take them in, you throw one in the air, grab one, you know, the likes. But I'm thinking, like, if a black child is playing the ghetto here, what's the equivalent? What's the white kid playing on the other end? Um, I can't think of anything. Oh no, but we'll get back to that. But I'm just saying that's your first encounter with maths, right? And I was just watching something now. They mentioned that game in what is it? The Ali, right? We put those bricks, and then there's like a hole there and a young one on top of the hole, and then we have to put in the and get your head out of out of the gutter. But we have to put the marbles in in that hole, right? The person who mentioned the game in the video that I've been watching said that while we are playing that, that's you're learning strategy. You're learning to strategize because while you're playing that, your opponents, like, you want to hit their marble out the way so that they can't score before you, type situation. And I'm also wondering what's the equivalent. What's the equivalent to the white kid? What's the white kid playing on the other end? And off the top now, I can think of bowling, right? But kids are not bowling at that age. Um, so what would be the equivalent, bro? I'll get to the point that I'm trying to make. Okay, I can't think of anything. Skipping rope. I think if I'm skipping rope here, the other kid also skipping rope as well. What else, bro? Body beke. So I even forgot how you play the beke. What else, bro? I don't know, but like, look at all of these games. These are games where your mind is broadened. Like, now you're tapping into I don't know if that's the left part of your brain where you're thinking out of the box, right? This is not your conventional learning. So what are our kids playing today, bro? Besides asking for a cell phone, besides, you know, and if they're not playing all of these things, bahlezi lapho ekhoneni watching adults do their thing, and while watching us do our thing, they aspire to those things, not knowing ukuthi if if I do something to pass time, I don't mean ukuthi like now the young kids, that's what they must aspire to and do that, right?
Fuck.
And that's a different one for another day of saying, you know, that means you're also not being a good example. But where they are situated at, they should be somewhere playing instead of watching me doing what I'm doing. Do you get? So if they're chilling at the shop and I'm at the shop and I'm buying something and indulging in something that they shouldn't be seeing, it's not my fault because I was there doing that at the place of thingy, of purchase, right? But because I'm there, they see me doing that there. Now it's a thing of saying you are setting a better example for them, right? Check this. I've been seeing there's this trend, or not even trend, but I've been seeing. Of another artist who's, you know, the kids love him, this and the third, and like now he's talking about not all our intercourse. Now this one is talking about, you know, stabbing people, you know, he's going around intimidating people and what, and like kids really look up to him, you know. I just seen another video where another parent, I think they met him and they wanted to take a picture with or a video, and he was telling the guy that, yo bro, please change the brand of clothing that you wear because our kids are asking for us to buy them those clothes because they see you wearing that. And I mean, there's another one now. He's an overweight, or should I say oversized person, but he's overweight. I mean, let's not beat around the thing here, the bushveld. He's overweight, right? And I'm thinking, if 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 he's that kind of person, and you know, I'm not saying, but there is a kind of a bad example that he's. I don't know if I should say the people around him are setting or whatever that's happening around him, but it's really not good. I'm just thinking, if those people that are putting him on blast like that, maybe introduce him to gastric bypass. He used to be a prominent person even when I was growing up. We used to go at malls or whatever. We'd find him there with another little boy. He'd have a little boy in a sports bag. The boy would suddenly come out of the sports bag, and he'd start dancing and all of that. And that looked cool. What he's doing now, it's way off, bro. He's going to swimming pools for a person that should be modeling that if you're like that, yes, you can live as a person, but not, that kind of lifestyle that these guys are portraying. Hence, I'm asking, what kind of games are our kids playing these days? And my conclusion, I didn't come up with a conclusion, but my observation is that they are looking at what we are doing because they have nothing to do nowadays. Parks are closed. They have the phones these days, technology, this and the third. But my point is, let's try to model better in front of our children so that they may be able to be people in society that can contribute to society and have a sense of trying to make something of themselves, instead of trying to aspire to be things that have no substance at all. I don't know if you're getting at me.
No more way. No more. Who way? No more way. No, I'm going.